Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all of you. So thank you for the opportunity that given by RMC to share with you bagaimana proses pengindeksan semua jurnal-jurnal UiTM ke dalam sistem MyJournal. Okay. Okay, I want to share something. Alright. So alright, everybody can see my screen, right? Hamiza, can you see my screen? Yeah, right. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Okay. For the last segment for our bengkel, so it's indexing process. So for your information, okay, I just want to make it clear to everybody and punya suara lagi tersekat-tersekat lagi. Jelas ke suara saya? Okay, now clear, right? Okay, thank you. Right. So, untuk maklum masih maksudnya perlu upload sendirilah. Okey. Oh, terputus lagi ya.
Ya, Puan, kalau you off video mungkin okey sikit. You off video. Without video mungkin line better.
Okay. Is it clear right now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, much better. All right. Okay. Maybe there's something with my internet connection. I'm so sorry. All right. So, just to acknowledge everybody that proses kerja ini telah diserahkan kepada PITA secara rasmi melalui, kita tengok di skrin sekarang, secara rasminya pada 28 Disember 2020 lah. Okay. So, maksudnya PITA akan mengemas kini semua artikel-artikel jurnal UiTM dan diupload ke dalam repository MyJournal. So, okay, for your information, MyJournal is the repository. My site is the index database. That one is two different things lah. Tapi kesemuanya akan bersangkut paut, especially Prisma lah, berkaitan dengan Prisma dan sebagainya. Alright. So, okay, jika ditengok di skrin saya, PITA diberi masa tempoh sebulan selepas editor jurnal menyerahkan artikel-artikel kepada PITA. Okey, di sini bermaksud ada artikel jurnal-jurnal artikel editor menyerahkan kepada PITA. Tapi you don't have to worry sebab semua saya difahamkan telah mengupload artikel-artikel selepas penerbitan volume atau isu yang baru di website masing-masing kan. So definitely kita terus ambil daripada website jurnal berkenaan saja. So dah tak perlu lagi hantar secara manual kepada PITA lah. Dan but the proses ni kadang-kadang dia ada juga yang berlaku di mana ianya kita ada juga editor journal yang mungkin belum sempat upload ke dalam website masing-masing. Ada juga yang beri secara manual, selalunya melalui email dan sebagainya lah. So mereka selalu sertakan the PDF kepada saya so that kita akan maklum kepada semua staff pengurusan data penerbitan universiti yang kita ada lah. Alright, kita ada Prisma dan sebagainya, H-index. Alright, so di sini saya sebagai timbalan pengurusi untuk jawatankuasa pelaksana pengurusan data penerbitan universiti lah. Okey, kalau kita tengok kat sini, di sini adalah senarai dan tanggungjawab for each staff perpustakaan yang terlibat. Okey, okey. So from seperti yang kalian nampak dekat skrin, 36 orang staf perpustakaan yang terlibat adalah responsible. They are responsible for indexing and upload the article to my journal. So the 36 staff is consists of from all over UiTM in Malaysia. Okay, not only in PITA, insyaAllah lah. Alright. Okay. Now next. Alright, so actually I know some of you might know, alright, so my journal is an online system used by Citation and Information Division lah, PSI, okay, to collect and index all the Malaysian journal. So to be indexed in my site, definitely you need to upload in my journal first. Then only it can be go through the penilaian process, then only can be indexed in my site lah. Okay, currently we have 25 UiTM journals that already indexed in my site. Okay, and I hope that the number of journal to be indexed in my site definitely akan increase from time to time lah. Okay, sebab sekarang ni pun Julai hari tu masa Jun dah ada proses penilaian dan sebagainya lah. Alright, but currently we have 25 lah. Alright, so I will show you after this lah. Alright. So for your information, okay, UiTM journal, berapa dah UiTM journal yang telah didaftarkan masuk ke dalam my journal? Okay, currently we have 55 active journal yang telah kita register di dalam my journal. Kalau you tengok dalam sistem my journal memang ada 55 journal UiTM yang telah berdaftar. Okay, ada juga yang belum berdaftar. Okay, nanti I show you. Alright. Okay. So this one I want to share with you. If you want to, this is something new with our library page portal. Okay. If you want to get to know, get the information about the list of UiTM journal registered in my journal, you can go to uitm.edu, library.uitm.edu.my. Here we provide you an information about the list of UiTM journal that already registered in my journal. Okay, I know I always open for any cadangan ataupun penambahbaikan from all the editor journal. Okay, jika ada maklumat ataupun any information yang salah ataupun updates, I know that sekarang ada pertukaran editor dan selalu ada pertukaran editor dan sebagainya. So that one, if you want to update any information, new information in my journal, so you can always contact me, and then or you can directly contact BSI. Okay, that one if you want to update any information to your journal lah. Okay, mungkin ada perubahan URL link kepada jurnal berkenaan, and then definitely mungkin ada perubahan kepada editor-in-chief dan sebagainya, right? That kind of information, if you want to update, you can contact me or you can contact directly to BSI. Okay, this is one of the initiative that created by the library to help all the researcher to get to know which journal that already registered in my journal. This one is only those journals registered. Okay, registered on. This is not that index in my site, right? Okay. Next is besides that, we also provide information, your list of UiTM index in my site. All right, in my site also we provide the list of UiTM journals that already indexed in my site. This is just information for you. All right. Okay. Right. To do the indexing, before we do the indexing process, definitely we need the ID and password. We already have, all right? We already have the ID and password that given by BSI, so that with the ID and password, we have the access to the modules that we want to do the indexing and to upload the articles in my journal. And also, definitely, as mentioned by Dr. Tan's earlier, right? So actually in journals also, we have so many tools actually to help us to make sure that we can do our job better. Now, for example, this one, in way to make the process of indexing and become more easier, definitely we need an what we call that assistant, something that can assist us to do our job lah. All right, so the tool, this is one of the examples that tools that we use to do our indexing process. For example, text fixer, Google Translate, convert case, split PDF and everything. So, and then definitely we need to make sure we already have the articles. This is very important. So usually all the stuff that are related to indexing, definitely they already download all the articles according to the volume and the issue or a number yang terkini lah. Okay, alright. So di sini saya ingin share. I'm not going to go deeper on how details, how that all the particulars that we need to include in our process indexing, but I just want to share with you what's going on in process indexing itself. All right. So as you can see here, for the first one, all right, definitely if you want to upload any articles in my journal, definitely you need to create the volume and issue first. Of course, if you have new issue, new volume, you need to create the, like macam rumah lah, we have to create the rumah first, then only we can put all the articles in that rumah lah. Alright, so this process is done by BSI. We don't have PITA, we don't have any access to create our own volume and issue. That's why every single time that my staff want to upload the articles or to do the indexing process, we need to ask the BSI to create the volume and issue. For time being, I hope that this process will be reviewed from time to time, so that we want to make sure that all the process should be simplified so that we can do our job better, right? So but for time being, definitely in way to create the volume and issue, we still need BSI to help us. All right, so every time we need to create the volume issue, they will help us, and then after we get the volume and issue, then only we can proceed with the to deposit the article. So as you can see here, I just want to show you like a quick right on how, just hands-on a simple version. Okay, so this is the main page of my journal. Okay, usually definitely a user will go to search their articles, to search the journal and everything. This one everybody can search. All over the world they want this one, everybody can search. But in way to get involved in the indexing process, definitely we have to what we call this one, we have to log in as a admin. All right, we have ID and password. All right, so maybe some of the editors definitely ask Bita, actually some of the journal, actually out of 55, a few journals, they have their own indexer. So Bita acknowledge that some of the journal, they have their own indexer, so we don't have to upload for that particular journal anymore. All right, so if you have for those journal who did not have any indexer, definitely we help the journal to upload in my journal. All right, so this one is, it's not something that compulsory. All right, but we are so fortunate that some of the journals, they have their own initiative, they have their own indexer, they have their own people to do this indexing in my journal. All right, but for those who are not, you don't have to worry, because we are here for you. We're going to help you to make sure that all your articles will be appear in my journal as soon as possible, as soon as it's get published. All right. Okay. So actually, out of 36 UIT library staff that involved in indexing process, okay, we divided all these stuff according to the journals. All right. So as you can see here, all right, I just want to, all right, for example. All right. So for example, for air jobs, we have the penanggungjawab here. I have a staff in UiTM Melaka. So maybe some of you would like to ask that, why Puan Rohayu, some of our journal is in UiTM Shah, why you assign somebody from any other UiTM to do the job, right? So you have to understand that we try to make sure that for that particular journal, for example, this one, jobs is in UiTM Melaka, right? So I try to put Melaka staff to do the indexing process, but you have to understand we don't have so many staff that you want to help us to do the indexing. So some of the journals might not done by that particular cawangan or branches lah. All right, so that's how it is lah. All right, but you don't have to worry. I will definitely, we will make sure all the staff going to do the indexing according to the journals that are already assigned to them. All right. Okay, next is all right. So okay, so PITA, actually, the first thing that we need to do is the first one, we do access. Do the access, you have to make sure that you have the access. For UiTM, we have only one ID and one password for UiTM. Definitely, other university, they have their own password and ID. It's not the same with UiTM lah. All right. So, and then we directly upload the articles, and also actually we are given by the BSI on how to, the guides on how to upload the metadata. All right, so this is the example. Some of the indexer in UiTM journals also they have this guide to help them to upload and do the indexing process. All right, so first, PITA were responsible for deposit the article. We get the article and then we proceed to the next process. And then also we are responsible to include the title, the author. Actually, in indexing process, we have so many metadata that we need to fulfill. All right. it's not that very it's not that very easy. I can say it kind of tedious for us to make sure that all the metadata can be deposit correctly. It's not that easy because sometimes we are not familiar with the jargons that used by the system itself, and then we want to make sure that it tally with the articles and everything. All right, so this is not it's like a manual things that you have to do. You have to key in, you have to type, you have to copy paste and everything. It's not just that you click one button and it's already there. We hope from time to time this system will be upgrade and then will be more simplified so that we can come up with some things that very practical and more systematic than this one lah. But this one is quite manual for me. Personally, I will say that it's quite manual because we have to key in, and then sometimes when we involve any manual key in, definitely there's a risk of some mistakes and everything. But from time to time, if you find any mistakes, in my journal, any information that wrong, the volume is wrong, the article in that volume and that issue is not enough, definitely you directly contact me or Encik Ismail lah. All right, we are trying to overcome the problem so that your articles and in the right volume, in the right issue, and then definitely as soon as possible. You just want to make sure that every single article and volume issue uploaded as soon as possible so that it can be go through the indexing process smoothly. All right. So as you maybe some of you already know about the my site. All right. For those for those journal who are trying to get indexed by my site, definitely you need to be in my journal for 3 to 3 years, and then only you can be go through the penilaian process, then only it can be indexed in my site. So that's why I mentioned earlier, it's not all the UiTM's journal registered in my journal. And then in fact that maybe there are several journal is not yet, is not indexed, is not registered in UiTM as official UiTM's journals. All right. So you have to make sure if you want to, this is very important because my site also is one of the index databases that recognized in Prisma. So in way to get in my site, definitely you need to deposit everything in my journal first. So we here, Pita, are here to help all the UiTM's journal. All right. Next, this is all the metadata that we need to upload. All right, we need to create, we need to copy paste the abstract, we need to copy paste the keywords, the volume, the issue, and then the references. The process is where all the tools are involved. As I mentioned earlier, we have tools, right? We have tools, for example, text fixer, right? So it's just, I want to show you. All right. Okay, we have convert case to help us to the separator between the tag, between the references, so that it can be appear better in my journal system, right? All right, and then we are also using the Google Translate. Definitely, we use Bahasa Melayu and English lah. If you want to translate, definitely we do. Actually, any indexer, they can use any tools that they prefer, as long as it can the job can be done lah. All right, it's just that I want to share with you several tools that definitely will help any indexer to do the indexing process. And then we have text fixer, all right, to help us to remove the line breaks and paragraph breaks, all right. And then we have also PDF separator. For example, All right, for example here, right, sometimes when we download the articles from the website, we find out that all the articles are put in one PDF format. All right, so in one PDF. So in way to upload the article one by one, imagine that definitely we need to separate the PDFs so that it can be appear article imaginer, it can be appear one by one, not in one together with other articles. So these tools definitely will help indexer to do their job better. All right. Okay, so get back to my slide. All right. So besides that, we are also just now, as I mentioned earlier, to get the article, actually we get from a few ways. For example, we just download from the website. But if you find out that that particular volume and issue we cannot download yet in in website, definitely I always ask my the responsible staff to contact directly to the editor to get the article. All right. Sometimes a few journal editor also email to us so that it can be uploaded as soon as possible. Sometimes it takes time to be appear in your own website, right? Okay, so usually we do follow up with editor. All right. Okay. So we hope also we want to have a very good relationship with all the editor, so that will help. We are going to help you to make sure that all articles uploaded as soon as possible. Next is year published. This is very, very important. So we want to make sure we upload it as soon as it get published, because we want to make sure that all the articles uploaded in the current year. All right, current year is very, very important. All right, so we don't want you to we don't want any backdated volume and issue. We don't want to do that. All right, we don't want that to happen. So we want to make sure that all the articles are uploaded as soon as possible. All right. And then also the funding menu, definitely if you have any funding information, definitely we also include in the metadata. The DOI. DOI is not that compulsory because not all the articles that have DOI, but if they have DOI, that's very good. All right, the status, and then after that, we submit the record to that so that it can be appear in my journal. This one is like just a simple version of how I want to explain to all the editor the process of indexing itself, and actually it going to be more details according to all the items, but it's not that important here that I need to show you every single details that include in the indexing process, right? Okay. Okay. This is type of articles record to deposit, but this one I just want to add information for you. But for currently, definitely we only upload the article journals from the UiTM journals. All right. And then this is no need to deposit. This one is this rule is given by created by the BSI itself. All right. This one you can get the information from the guide to deposit the journal. All right. So how to update the information? As I mentioned earlier, for those journals that want to update any information here, for example, I just want to do it. Okay, for example, I'm choosing one journal. Okay, inside now. alright, inside. And then if you find out that information is not relevant, or you want to change any kind of information in my journal here, this part, overview part, the contact information, editorial information, any information here, if you want to change it, you can contact directly to me, you can email it to me, and then definitely we will ask BSI to do that. For time being, as indexer, I cannot edit the information for journals. All right. So I hope that from time to time I get the more access to this kind of menu or particulars, so that it can be done as soon as possible, as quickly as ni, right? So kalau sebab kadang-kadang you need to understand a few things that restriction that always have maksud saya macam ni because the system itself is owned by BSI. So ada setengah perkara yang tidak di luar kawalan PITA. That one you need to understand. So apa yang PITA buat adalah proses indexing. Sekarang ni is proses indexing dan upload the articles only lah. Okay. Dan tidak diberi akses kepada untuk menukar sebarang maklumat or to create any new volume or any issue. All right. But I think definitely this kind of process, it need to be revised and everything in way to make our job smooth and to make sure that it can be done systematically. All right. So that's information. If you find any journal coverage that is contohnya lah, jika tengok ada coverage yang hilang saja, for your information, I just admit that recently my journal memang kadang-kadang menghadapi, my journal and my site lah, kadang-kadang menghadapi masalah system down everything. We also affected by this kind of problems because of we want to make sure that all the journals are uploaded according to upload as soon as possible. Sometimes we already upload, then sometimes it's missing, right? That kind of information, that kind of problems that lead to the another problems. All right. So inshallah, we hope that this system will getting better and better in way to make sure that anything that involve especially indexing process, definitely we want to make sure in my journal part is clear already. So maksudnya setelah journal tu dipublish, journal issue volume dan issue terkini baru telah diterbitkan, dan semua researcher tidak perlu risau kerana ianya telah akan di-upload as soon as possible ke dalam journal lah. Okay. Ada juga yang macam saya mention tadi, ada yang tidak sempat untuk ataupun lambat sedikit untuk upload dalam website masing-masing, boleh directly give the PDF, the file, you can share the file with us. So I will ask my staff that involved to upload it as soon as possible lah. Okay. Alright, that one. Okay. Okay. This is just information for all the researcher and all the editors, journals editors. Okay. Definitely kita semenjak diberikan tanggungjawab bermula Januari 2021, kita telah mula untuk memuat naik semua artikel-artikel UiTM journal ke dalam my journal. Okay. So kalau you tengok dekat sini, kita memantau setiap minggu proses buat naik tu. Okay, sehingga sekarang kita telah memuat naik more than 2,400 articles yang melibatkan 55 buah UiTM journal. Okay, tapi macam saya tadi beritahu tadi, some of the journal they upload on their own, so because they have their own indexer. So yang selebihnya telah diupload oleh UiTM, oleh PITA. So kalau you tengok sebelum ni, before 2021 and below, ianya telah diupload oleh BSI, tetapi bermula tahun ini telah diupload oleh PITA. So every single week kita akan memantau lah, alright. So sometimes kalau you tengok ada minggu-minggu yang tinggi tu, maksudnya sebab you need to understand ada pengeluaran jurnal bukannya setiap hari ataupun setiap bulan kan. So ada yang 2 kali setahun, ada yang 3 kali setahun. So dia memang akan ada turun naik kepada proses muat naik tu dan sebagainya. But currently, alhamdulillah, we already completed the indexing the indexing process in my journal sebelum penilaian MySite dilakukan pada 1 Julai yang lalu lah. Alright, we hope that we already we've done our part on the indexing and upload the articles in my journal. Alright, so this is just an information for all the editor journals ataupun to all the researcher. I believe that this statements already ada dimension di dalam group kan. Alright, just the pemakluman awal mengenai kita telah bersetuju. Okay, pihak kita RMC pun dah bersetuju untuk memastikan semua artikel-artikel di dalam jurnal-jurnal berindeks. Tadi kita ada indeks 25 UiTM journal kan. So for those who are published in that 25 journals, alright, kalau dalam Prisma kita akan validate yes and kita akan bagi status publish. Maksudnya tidak perlu lagi kita refer kepada link my journal. Okay, kita directly kepada terus beri status index dan yes di MySite, di dalam sistem Prisma. Okay, this is one of the initiative that kita rasanya kita perlu bantu researcher jika kadang-kadang untuk to be index tu mengambil masa yang agak lama kan. Alright, so for those yang 25 journals index, definitely you don't have to worry. If you publish this year, definitely kita terus bagi status index kepada that publication for that particular article. Okay. Alright. So if you have any questions regarding to my journal, definitely you can contact Encik Ismail or me lah, except you can text, you can WhatsApp. Definitely lah. Usually they love to call and WhatsApp. That the most easiest and to get to get the information right. So definitely you can contact us in a way to make sure the process of indexing and upload your articles for you, that particular journal, for your journal in my journal. Okay, all right. So I think that's all that I want to share with you. Actually, is there anything else? All right. Sometimes we also refer to my JMS lah. All right. To get the articles, to get the informations. Okay. And also what else? Okay. Now, all right. So as I mentioned earlier, for those who want to for new journal that want to register, definitely you need to register first. Okay. I just want to show quick. All right. For new journal, you need to register first. After you register, then only PITA can upload all the articles inside that. All right. Okay. So register is very easy. From the journal, my journal website, go to register and then fill up this form. All right. you need to fill up. Okay, this one, please attach copy of SSN. This is one example. What is it? Oh, sorry. Okay, this is one of example. This is journal claim by this one is new by library. Okay, so this is examples of evidence that you need to upload if you are new journal that you want to register. So fill up this form and then submit to then only we can upload every single volume and issue that published by that particular journal. Okay, this one I cannot. It is not say I cannot. I can help the editor to register the journal, but you need to provide me this kind of information in order to help the process of registration. Okay, all right. So is there any question, or there's a question in chat box? Oh, okay. Okay, inshallah, I will share the slide with you after this session, or organizer will definitely will share with you. All right. Questions? Okay, for those who want to ask question directly first, then only I will go to the chat. Any question that you want to ask me regarding to my journal, regarding to indexing and uploading articles in my journal? Any question?
Madam, is it possible you share about the respiratory by the National Library just now? I think you want to show, right? Then you did.
It's not okay. The repository is not on. I just oh, this one is it? This one. This one. That one I just find out, and but it is not that related to my journal actually. It is not to the related journal. It's just that actually it's quite new information for me. This one is it? Repository. This one.
Yeah.
Which
Actually, how
one?
to do it with that repository for the National Library?
I don't have the information with me right now because they mentioned earlier, it's a new system that developed by PNM in it's a repository, right? But it is not involved with my journal yet. I just want to get to know the system first. All right. Maybe it have something related, especially related to the articles. Definitely the one that you deposit in my repository, definitely you have in my journals. And then my journal in PNM also, they are responsible for you to apply your ISN, your EISSN, and something like that. All right. Okay, for BEG, how to change info? Okay, Dr. Oliver, you can directly email to me. Okay, I will put the email.
Already email.
Current email. Okay, good.
Just email. Okay, thanks.
Okay, I'll put the contact number in chat box. For those or editor journal, please keep all this information. Keep my number so that we can contact after this. All right. And then what else? Is there something? Yes.
Puan
BEJ.
Rohayu,
Yes,
ada
doctor.
soalan dari Encik Mohamad Khalid. Dia
Yes.
kata bagaimana dengan UiTM Institutional Library?
Oh, okay. Actually, your journal tu sebenarnya if you want to access, kita ada dalam pelbagai platform. Kalau you tengok dekat sini, I boleh tunjukkan. Alright. My journal is, masa I cakap tadi, my journal adalah sistem owned by BSI, KPT. But sorry, IR library sorry. UiTM Institutional Repository, this one. Is it correct, Dr. Khalid? Right. But this one is something else. But it refers to the same thing. But this one is initiative by the library. As you can see, semua library di dalam kat Malaysia ni, they have their own repository. So as you can see here, so all the journals, all the publication actually, all the publication, thesis and everything, it will be uploaded here. But currently, it's not all the articles or the thesis you can get it in full text actually. We try to, there's a new, something new about these services. For those who are under IPSIS, definitely you can get it, the full text version. But for the journal itself, okay, sometimes also my staff also refer to the journals yang kita design. For example, UiTM journals, betul tak? Because they have that more platform. It's just that a platform is different. But it serves, definitely, it serves to get to user actually, to help the user to get the information. You need to understand repository, this one, UiTM repository is developed by the library. So they have their own user, but in my journal, they have their own user because it's different platform. That's a different. But I think they serve the same purpose, which is to help the user to get the information. Alright, macam my journal, to help you can also access the articles, right? You can access the full text directly from the my journal. Okay, but it is something that compulsory for you to get index in my site. Definitely you need to upload in my journal. But this one, UiTM repository, it serves to all the user. This one can access from all over the world. Okay. I hope I answered the questions. Is there any questions?
Selamat pagi Puan Rohayu.
Okay. Encik sudah ada belum atau yes?
Sorry. Puan Rohayu, saya nak tanya soalan. Boleh?
Yes, doktor.
Saya Dr. Kabi dari UiTM Negeri Sembilan, Chief Editor untuk
Okay.
Journal of Academia. Saya nak tanya
Okay.
berkenaan dengan my site. So if let's say kita dah publish satu isu di bulan April tahun ini, and then bila authors mereka upload dekat Prisma, mereka declare sebagai my site index sebab memang dah dapat my site index. Cuma my site index ni dia, kalau kita ikutkan BSI, dia buat 3 tahun ke belakang, which means dari 2017 sampai 2019. So untuk tahun 2020, mereka tengah buat dia punya bengkel kan untuk muktamadkan jurnal mana yang masuk. So adakah valid untuk declare jurnal yang dapat MySat, tahun untuk declare sebagai MySat juga dalam Prisma?
Okay. Your concern is for those who are published in April 2021 kan?
Yes.
So okay, currently lah, for example, academia is listed in my site for 2000 between 2017 until 2020. Then your concern is what about for those who are published in April, right? Okay, as I mentioned earlier, okay. So selagi list my site yang terkini tidak dikeluarkan, definitely we refer to the previous one. Okay, so for those, okay, contohnya journal, your journal memang dah listed dalam my site, Jika April 2021 also kita akan index sebagai yes di dalam sistem Prisma.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Pak
Cumanya
Rohayu.
kita, okay. Welcome. Cumanya kita beri privilege ini kepada 25 jurnal yang telah diindeks dalam my site dan bukan jurnal-jurnal yang lain lah. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
kita masih tertakluk kepada listing yang terkini lah. Mungkin selepas ini akan keluar listing yang terbaru dan mungkin number of journal yang diindeks akan meningkat. That one kita akan tengok lah. Alright. So, okay, I nak jawab satu chat di ni. Okay, MJ set sudah ada sebelum daftar di Bunda. Okay. Dan sekarang tidak nampak lagi volume sekarang di my journal. Dan pembetulan mohon di Bunda. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay. So, I akan take note mengenai MG set ni punya information so that kita akan tengok ada tak volume sebab ada macam I mention tadi kan recently memang ada, it's not that recently actually my journal ni ada banyak kali dia ada kata error dan sebagainya, so some of the volumes memang ada yang missing and then artikel yang kita upload is not there, but you don't have to worry, semua tu we try to solve dengan BSI secepat mungkin to make sure that semua volume yang ada di my journal tu adalah tally dengan yang volume yang terkini. So kita tak nak ada volume yang tertinggal dan sebagainya. So I will take note about MG set. Okay, how long it just normally takes to approve the registration a new journal? Okay. Usually, I'm not involved in that process of registration, how long it takes, because that process is involved in BSI part. All right. So, but normally, the previous one that I get the information, the feedbacks from the editor that already registered, it just take like more under 1 week. 2 to 3 days like that, something like that. But I'm not telling here that I am not sure the exact date. The duration of that registration process too. Okay. But you have to. But if you want to make sure that you kata saya dah register, but saya tengok tak ada pun lagi dalam my journal kan. So if you find out that selepas minggu when it is not there anymore, definitely you can contact directly to BSI lah sebab mereka yang menguruskan semua proses registration untuk journal-journal yang terkini lah. Okay, journal yang ada dalam my journal contohnya, okay, JTHCA yes, sepatutnya ada username and password my journal. Okay, atau dipegang lah. Okay. Password untuk upload dalam my journal dia akan bagi satu saja. Okay, macam ID and password tadi tu, macam I share tadi tu. So everybody akan all the UiTM punya user akan menggunakan satu password yang ada lah kalau tengok dekat sini. So this is the password. Okay, if you want to, you have that password, I can share with you. Okay. Yeah. Tapi it's just that matter of the password and ID itself it's for those who do the indexing process. Why I cannot? Never mind, you can get the ID and password when you get the my slide after this. Alright. Okay, semenjak saya mana ada tak ada password. Password maksudnya password memang kalau ID and password to access the my journal, saya memang tak ada password. But if you want to upload your article and to do the indexing, definitely you need to have ID and password. Okay? Alright. So I hope I answer all the questions. Ada tak lagi soalan yang I dah tertinggal? So is there any question? Is there any question from the participants? All right. Okay, if you have any question you can directly WhatsApp or call me. Or else, if you want to do any correction, any editing on the information part in my journal, you can directly email to me, and then I will proceed to the BSI. All right. Okay, how long does it normally takes to approve the registration of as I mentioned earlier? I don't have the exact information regarding to how long the process of registration. But from the previous editor, it takes more, I mean, not more than 1 week actually. Maybe 2 to 3 days is already appear. Then PITA can proceed with the indexing and upload metadata. Okay. All right, thank you, Dr. Shafiq. Yes, definitely this is something new for PITA actually, because before this we never did we did this kind of information. Yes, in PITA we have catalogings and everything that involve metadata, but it is not something that involved in any research publications. All right. All right. So I think I think maybe that's all from me. On behalf of PITA, we are first of all, I would like to thank the organizer. Thank you all the participants. Thank you all the thank you to all the editors, the researcher itself. This is something new for PITA. We need your your opinion. We love to hear all the pendapat, everything. Jika ada kesalahan yang dilakukan oleh PITA, please let us know. Alright, so because we are still in learning process to organize this kind of information, this kind of something new. Alright, but on behalf of PITA, we just want to make sure that all of you need to know that this system belongs to somebody else. All right, it's not belongs to PITA. So if you if I want sometimes I ask for time to check with the BSI. Okay, I hope that you understand, because all the penetapan, garis panduan dikeluarkan oleh BSI, KPT sendiri, dan bukanlah garis panduan tu daripada PITA. So PITA hanya responsible untuk membuat proses muat naik artikel dan masukkan metadata saja. Itu adalah tugasan yang diberikan, yang telah diperincikan oleh pejabat TNCPI kepada PITA, dan we try to serve better from time to time. Okay, all right. So I think that's all from me, Hamiza. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Ucapkan Puan Siti Rohayu. Ya, ada soalan lagi ke? Okey, terima kasih di atas perkongsian yang telah diberikan. Banyak input yang diberikan dan harap dapat dimanfaatkan oleh para peserta. Mohon para hadirin untuk on camera bagi tujuan sesi bergambar dengan Puan Rohayu. Okey, kalau semua dah ready, 1, 2, 3. Okey, sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Hadirin yang dihormati, dengan berakhirnya sesi taklim Rohayu itu sebentar tadi, maka berakhirlah majlis kita pada hari ini. Rezeki diucapkan kepada para peserta atas maklum balas yang diberikan sepanjang program berlangsung. Sebelum melakukan tirai, para hadirin untuk membahas kod QR yang akan dipancarkan di skrin sebentar lagi untuk tujuan pendaftaran kehadiran pelatihan, atau boleh klik pautan URL yang diberikan oleh pihak sekretariat di ruangan chat. Mohon 10 jari andai terdapat sebarang kekurangan sepanjang langsung majlis ini. Segala yang lain datangnya dari Allah dan yang buruk datangnya dari diri kami sendiri. Baiklah, kita sudah majlis ini dengan bacaan tasbih kifah dan surah Al-As sehingga kita bertemu di lain masa.